I've got to do the news!
Solidari-Tea, welcome one and welcome all to the Brews at 10 on my left eye. I'm your humble host Lefty. Thank you for joining us this eve on a Fill Your Cup Friday. We're still riding the high of surpassing 6,000 subscribers this week. It's nice to be with you tonight. Who've we got in the chat? It's quite a busy chat already, that's what we like to see. Me again, it's you again. Idiosyncrasy, good evening to you. Elwido, nice to see you hath returned. Nice to see you again, comrade. Or am I, AI, whatever it is. Bilderberg, Mobius, awesome to see you. Emma Richardson, just jumping in the chat as well. Solidarity to all. And do hit thumbs up. Smash that like button as you join us on stream. Well, I'll go through what's coming up in a moment. Just a quick one on last night's even, Brews at 10. Anybody watching back later on, we've had to cut out essentially an entire segment, entire feature. With hot seats, there were some issues, but we have dealt with them, and we'll be going over hot seats again this evening with some new stuff as well. It's a double billing actually, both Clacton and Manchester featuring in hot seats with the by-election and mayoral race respectively. So yeah, hope you enjoy the changes that we've made as well. Doc is in the house. Very nice to see you. Nice to see me again, you again. Celebrating the 6K, yes, we're chuffed, we're absolutely delighted. And that's riding off the back of a pretty successful video that we put out this week. The most recent non-stream video content on the channel. Do check that out. Concerns Count Binface. His chances of winning. We'll be discussing that tonight, of course, on hot seats as well. Like I said yesterday, in fact, it's the first 5-figure viewing we've had on a video in a while. We have previously had the 6 figures. We do like the zeros and the commas where the views are concerned. But thank you very much to everybody who commented and shared and hyped as well. Good to see a few people mentioning that they've hyped points as well in the comments. You see, that's a double support. Not only do you give us a boost by commenting in itself, but by mentioning hype points, others might see the comments and wonder what it is and go, okay, I'll give you some hype points then. That sort of thing. Davini's just joined us as well. Nice to see you live. Hope you managed to catch up on yesterday's stream. Elwedo, you're liking the cool northerly breeze but not the sense of burning? Well, actually, yes. Some local fires here, wildfires that is, that have been going on this week, and they've been happening throughout the country as well. I think Kent is one of the places that was in the news today. In fact, earlier, just as you were sort of on the outskirts or maybe a couple of miles away from the city centre itself, it was so dense you would struggle to see iconic sort of skyline elements such as the Hilton Tower, for example. Pretty bad, and it's all climate change, of course. That's what it all comes down to. We'll probably be mentioning climate change as we get through the stream, of course. We're going to be featuring Andy Burnham's first speech as leader. Not that he's won any sort of leadership race whatsoever. The speech took place today. I've not seen any of it, so it's the first time viewing for yours truly. I've taken the liberty of creating a game to go along with it. Of course, there are going to be a lot of changes to features and whatnot now that Keith's out and Andy's in, likely to take over as Prime Minister on Monday, becoming leader of the party today. I'll get on to the ins and outs of that. Yeah, it's quite shambolic that we're in this situation. But Keith's put us in by being so crap in the first place. We could have told you. We could have told you. He would have been disappointing years ago. Not just 2 years ago when he became Prime Minister, but years before that as well. You may have heard it here first on my left eye. Wouldn't go expecting much from Burnham. As I said as well, we'll be taking a look at hot seats, so stick around people, get comfortable, we'll start in just a moment. There's no comedy clip actually this evening. Haven't come across anything new, but not to worry. There's still plenty to go at.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Goes without saying as well, no spoilers if you have already seen Burnham's efforts. Before that though, oh, just a moment, I need to pause that and adjust the... There we go. Credit where it's due to certain people with very long usernames, including that one right there. And the rest of the 144 members, yes, this is the latest list, people. Thanks for all of your contributions. Renewing your own memberships. We had some month-anniversary celebrations yesterday as well. Nice to see that, always nice to see those celebrations. So we've got 144 now, yes. Getting ever closer to the 200 and the 250 membership goal. In case you weren't aware, people, Super Chat is open, Super Stickers as well. Super thanks if you're watching back later on. And we do have a Buy Me a Coffee page. For anybody who can't contribute via YouTube, check out the link in the description of any content on the channel. Adam Gordon just jumping in the chat as well. Solidari-Tea. Nice to see you, comrade. Thanks again to all members, and thanks again to all viewers, whoever you choose to support us. Whether that's with a simple gesture towards gifting us some hype points, or sharing on social media as well. Don't forget we are on Blue Sky, Twitter and Mastodon at MyLeftEyeUK is the handle. You need, give us a follow. We follow back all genuine socialist accounts. Elwedo, nice to see you joining the standard membership there. Excellent stuff. Let's big up Elwedo, everybody. 145. Good way to start off proceedings as well, and a good way to start the weekend, in fact. Moo, or is it MU? Controller, good evening to you. Oh, that's sweet as well, Alwedo, paying it forward, paying the gesture forward there. That's always good to see as well. Kudos. I think I've done all of the self-promotion and thanks to viewers and whatnot and updates. Let's proceed. We do have Plakard Powur, which we didn't have time to squeeze in last night as well, coming up later on stream as well. But first of all, Burnham's speech, you can see in the top left corner there. We're going to be keeping an eye out for the word plan, and there have been a couple of changes now that Keith's out and Burnham's in. So you're going to see this every time the word plan gets mentioned. I think there's a pretty decent chance.
It's a cunning plan.
There we go. Oh, you'll hear this noise as well, obviously, as per before. Alas, Keith's catchphrase is over. A game that we normally play on a Wednesday. So we'll see how Burnham looks likely to entertain us in his opening speech. I'll tell you one thing that you probably won't hear him mention. It's the word socialism or socialist. That's the word I'm least expecting to hear coming out of Andy Burnham's mouth, at least. So we'll see what happens. Okay, brace yourselves, people. Simple game with plan. A simple plan, as it were. That'll do for a temporary name for this developing feature for now. Let's see what's happening.
Proceed. Among the official...
I think Shabana Mahmood does a little intro for about 30 seconds. Oh, by the way, as though it's all been a big contest and a race, and Andy's the winner. Don't you know he's the winner of all these contests? That's what you have to do to become Prime Minister. You know, you've got to win the leadership race, and then you've got to win the general election. That's what Burnham's done, right? So he's such a winner. He's such a winner. This was a genuine contest. And just a small banner on top of the lectern here, giving it away. Just Labour leadership 2026, not Labour leadership race, just Labour leadership. As though there are other people sitting, waiting to hear if they've been victorious. And this is a far cry from the announcement when Corbyn won. I'm sure that the rest of it will be. Well, let's just get on with it anyway. Shabana McMood. Jesus.
This included nominations from all 11 trade unions.
Da 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 da. We're going to skip the formalities. Oh, look who it is! Maybe. Oh, it's me. I'm so shocked and stunned. Yeah. This really is ludicrous. Not just that it's happening, that all these people are allowing it to happen. Not a single one of them. Not even Wes Streeting or Angela Rayner, David Lammy, whoever, will put themselves forward. I think it's absolutely shameful.
Leader of the Labour Party is Andy Burnham.
Oh, well, what a surprise. Oh. Look, and they're hugging like it's the fucking Oscars or a genuine leadership contest. You've won! You've won! Jesus, it's so fake, isn't it? It's so cringe. Look at them putting on the circus seal act now. And there's so few of them there as well. Think about the Corbyn race or a normal leadership contest race. The hall packed out full of people. You know, Birmingham NEC or whatever. And it just really is sad. It's so neoliberal, it's so Tory. Look at that. It's fucking... Oh my goodness me. I will give quite a generous benefit of the doubt and assume that there are rows of 10 there. So, again, being generous, I'll say 5 or 6 rows of 10. 120 people tops. Including journalists, who probably occupy most of the front row at least. So yeah, somewhere between 100 and 120. And there's still empty seats there. There are still empty seats there. That's how fake and set up this is. All the official shots, of course, will be from close up or from sort of lower towards the floor, looking up type of shots to create the deception of a larger attendance. That is so absolutely weak. Very weak, very poor indeed.
Pathetic!
Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Try and make it sound like it's a fucking arena full of people. You can tell as well. Honestly, there have probably been more people at fucking surprise birthday parties in small council tenancy flats. That's how poor it is. Just got a bit of a freeze/buffering issue here. It'll take me a couple of seconds. Bear with people. Yep, we're all good now. Yep, we're all good now. Oh, sorry about that. Studio looks good. So this is just, what can you say? There's that shot again. Thank you. Nobody. I've put on bigger things than this. Literally. Fucking literally. At least 2, 3, 4, 5 times as big as this. Fuck me. This is awful.
Thank you so much, everybody.
This is all the great popular Andy Burnham can muster with his great popularity. This is all that the circus seals clapping away can muster, produce.
Thank you so much, friends. What a moment. And what backing you've
What a shit
given me.
one.
All our affiliated.
What a back. Yeah. I mean, what a choice they had. Yeah, really. Must have been really tough. Really must have been. It would have been as tough as voting in a tin pot fucking dictatorship where if you don't tick the box with the current tin pot dictator in, then you get dragged away into God knows what. Probably a very brutal and ugly demise. Those are the kind of choices that were laid bare in this fucking democratic victory that you've made, Burnham. I already feel like I'm going to be sick and it's not even fucking 2 minutes in. I might get quite sweary with this one.
Trade unions, all our socialist societies,
Twat.
379 of our MPs, and I don't need to say commiserations to Catherine West, because she backed me too. Thanks, Catherine. All of them heard the call from the people of Makerfield.
What?
On behalf of forgotten places everywhere up and down this country, for a return of the Labour they once knew. And now we answer that call.
What? You mean like when Tony Blair was in? Is that what you mean?
We will be that version.
Which version?
Of Labour.
The Corbyn one? The Corbyn one? Your favourite, whichever it might be.
Again. We are united today, as Holly said, as Lucy said and Shabana said, and thank you so much for your words. We are united, and we put the power that comes from that unity at the service of people and places who have been waiting too long for politics to let them hope again.
We're already getting into, chat GPT levels of no substance, all boardroom talk.
And that's what we're going to do, everybody.
That is what you're going to do. Produce no substance and all boardroom talk.
We're going to give them hope back. This is a proud moment you have given me and my family today, and an emotional one. But it is one for which I am ready.
I really can't believe this is happening.
Ready to lead and to build on the foundation laid by one person more than any other. Under Keir Starmer's leadership...
No, Keir Hardie. Not Keir fucking Starmer.
We went from our worst defeat to one of the best victories...
He's at it already. He's at it already.
What a load of old crap!
Fuck off.
...in our history.
Andrew, the number 91 is higher than the number 60. Fucking get used to it. Get used to it. Gordon Brown lost 91 seats in 2015 to, Jesus Christ.
Put Labour back in a position to change people's lives. And that is what we have been doing.
Have you just borrowed Starmer's speech from yesterday and changed the frigging words round?
And for renters. NHS waiting lists falling for the first time.
Oh, no, he is.
In fact, since I was Health Secretary, I think. So well done, Wes. Rail back under public control. Britain's reputation rebuilt.
It's not nationalised. It's not nationalised. All of the franchises are privately owned. Fucking public control. We want ownership. Fucking ownership.
On the world stage. And as Lucy said, just this week, the biggest rebalancing of the scales of justice this country has ever seen. Today we thank Keir for his service to our party and to our country.
That was the biggest load of crap I've ever heard.
Again, just what a pitiful audience.
Ten years ago, he and I worked together, drawing up the original Hillsborough law in my office in the aftermath of the second Hillsborough inquest. And I drew on all of his legal expertise when I presented that bill to Parliament. To be in Parliament on Tuesday when Keir delivered on his promise to the Hillsborough families and all of the other campaigners who were part of the Hillsborough Law Now campaign. A promise to end the cover-up culture in this country, to pass power from the authorities to ordinary people, and to prevent anyone in future going through what the Hillsborough families did. It felt to me like life coming full circle.
That's Kinnock. That's Kinnock. That's Neil fucking Kinnock in the cream suit. He's got his hair long these days and a bit of a goatee going on, but I think that's Neil fucking Kinnock, isn't it? He's leading the Lord Kinnock as he is now, fucking hell. Yeah. Leading the Circus Seal claps. Of course he is. And now Starmer will also get rewarded for failure.
My journey to this stage today began in earnest at Anfield in April 2009.
We don't care about your fucking story.
The cop made me confront
Save it for the memoirs in a couple of years.
That this country does not work for working class communities like the city of my birth. In fact, it's worse. It turned its back on them. Political power was used viciously against them to protect vested interests. Economic power.
You do know that you just spent 5 minutes congratulating Keir Starmer on his good work, Andy. And now you're saying this. Idiosyncrasy, thanks a lot for throwing out the gifted membership there. Let's bring the total up to 146 now. Excellent. Big up Idiosyncrasy, please, in the chat, everybody. Yeah. Swift change of mood to delight. Because I really am quite seething at this speech already. And the circumstances. In fact, it's a nonsense. It's a sham of a travesty of a sham.
Cruelly stripped with the deindustrialisation of the 1980s, as it was against so many places up and down the land. And let us never forget these.
Again, you seem to have forgotten yourself, Andy, that you're representing the neolibs, Keir Starmer, the Thatcherites. The Thatcher that you're stood there denouncing. You're part of that. It's neoliberalism, Andy. What, are you just, like, politically tone deaf? Or do you think that we're stupid that we can't join the dots there?
Well, who do you suggest we play? Thatcher!
Are the very same places that built this labour movement, this trade union movement where we are today, Paul. Those are the places, but they were the places that were done down. This labour movement, the trade union movement, was forged in the steelworks and ironworks of Sheffield, Scunthorpe, Port Talbot and Teesside, in the coalfields of South Wales, Central Scotland, Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire, Yorkshire and
you want to open coal pits and mines again? Is that what you're saying?
Pennines, west and east, in the shipyards on the Clyde and on the Tyne, and in the dockyards of Liverpool and...
Yeah, but that was all 40 years ago. And we've got a climate crisis to deal with, Andy. And the Labour Party have denounced all of those people, all of those socialists as well. The Beast of Bolsover, for example, Dennis Skinner, was a union miner. I've seen some very impressive clips of him in union debates as well. In the past, I suggest you check them out for yourselves as well. These are the very people who hate and denounce and decry, everything that you stand for, everything that Keir Starmer stood for, because it all goes back to Thatcher in the 80s.
Here in London, the people of these proud places made Labour, But we have to ask ourselves, just as I had to ask myself at Anfield that day, have we been good enough for them? Change starts with honesty. We must recognise that this generation of politicians, myself included, have failed to challenge a political culture and an economic model that simply doesn't work well enough for ordinary people.
What, capitalism? As I was saying, are you going to call out capitalism?
4 decades of the neoliberalism that began in the 1980s have not been kind to the places that built our party, nor to the...
Hello, Andy. Maybe he thinks he's at the Lack of Self-Awareness Awards. Maybe that's it.
Communities across the UK in rural and coastal areas. So we pledge today to them to be better. And as
These are even worse than Starmer pledge. Be better. Be gooder at politics. Oh, that's got a bit of slogan, is it? Labour, the gooder at politics. Fucking hell. We promise to be better.
I accept the honour of leading
We're just going to crank up the better
I will
lever.
tell you about 5 things I will do to make us so.
Go on,
make
then.
us better.
Right, okay. You're actually going to try and back this up, are you? Are we going to hear policy direction? Or whatnot?
Well, who do you suggest we play? Thatcher!
First, I will work relentlessly to build a culture of one Labour team. Because change starts with us.
What the fuck does that mean? Oh. This isn't like the old days, Andy. There's not centrist, or air quotes, centrist neoliberal factions and left factions, or different areas of the left before that, before neoliberalism came in. I mean, look at them all. Look at them. There's nothing there. There's no quality. Like I've said 100 times already over the last couple of weeks, the ingredients aren't there. There's no permutation or order that you can stack these people in that will make a good, progressive, socialist government. It's essentially this.
What we got here is shit.
What a tosser.
We won't beat Britain's new right if we are consumed by infighting and pulling in different directions.
Look around. Read the fucking room. Get with the programme. It's 2026, Andy. It's... Who? Who's left? Nobody. They're all suspended or they've gone independent. Some have gone to the Greens. It's full to the brim of what Starmer created. All the people that he parachuted in.
That is, and always has been...
You can't change that unless you call a general election. That is literally... It's like a paradox, isn't it? In a way.
an indulgence that falls heaviest on the people who need Labour most. Fighting to eradicate it and the insidious briefing
Israel?
culture that goes along with it will characterise my leadership. In future, when a Burnhamite walks into a bar...
Burnhamite?
As many Burnhamites are known to do... Talking about you, Kevin. In future, when a Burnhamite walks into a bar, I want the barman to say, "Great to see you. We don't like factional politics in here."
Oh, sorry. There are more people in the fucking insert than there are at this gathering. Probably about 4 times more. Look at that. That's it. Giving you too much credit even while I'm taking the piss out of you. If he's going to try and joke his way through this. I don't know how long I'm going to last.
Now, you might know and your reaction.
You're all Thatcherites, all of you. You can tether it all together. Thatcher to Blair, Blair to Starmer, Starmer to Burnham.
Suggests so. There's a different version of that joke told by people who put internal politics before anything else. But here's the truth. Their factionalism has bedeviled us.
What factions do you have now in Labour? There are none. What, the Socialist Campaign Group that's probably made up of about 7 people and is about as much use as a chocolate fireguard. That's not going to create huge tensions within the party. Got over 400 MPs, for fuck's sake. What are most of the arguments about? How to stab Keir Starmer in the back and when to do it.
Today we move beyond it. I have supported all our Labour leaders in my lifetime because I
Piss
believe
off, you.
a united...
No way. No way. Well.
Fuck off.
I'm sure Jeremy Corbyn will have something to say about that.
The Labour Party and Labour movement is the best hope for
That is Neil Kinnock, 100%.
country.
Yeah. Oh, it must be. That's why the camera's going back to him so often. But picked him out first time. Grow my hair, isn't it? I'm a an old hippie, you know.
And I know you believe that too, as do our members up and down the land.
This is crap.
And I will lead this party in that spirit. Not seeking to suspend or punish members who have principled views that
They've all
may be
gone.
different
They're gone.
from mine.
They're not going to come back.
building-
You think Zara Sultana's going to come back? You think Diane Abbott wants anything to do with this? It's too fucking late for Labour. It's dead. You're in charge of a fucking corpse or a reanimated zombie at best.
Unity by respecting all shades of opinion. And contrary to what you may keep on reading, I haven't made any decisions yet about who will be in that top team, but I will soon, and when I have, you will see it.
Just going to skip back slightly because that's...
Not seeking to suspend or punish members who have principled views that may be different from
Labour
mine.
candidate in the Manchester
But
mayoral
building
election, you
unity
can
by
see in the front row there.
respecting all shades of opinion. And
Craig,
contrary to
what's
what
the first
you may
name?
keep
Craig's
on
the
reading,
surname.
I haven't made any decisions yet about who will be.
There, you can see sort of second from the left in the brownish suit with the glasses there next to the lady in the purplish polka dots thing. Frock.
In that top team. But I will soon, and when I have, you will see it reflects all parts of our party, all communities, and it will reflect your own place within this great party of ours. A stronger, more united Labour Party lifting up a stronger and more united Britain. And this brings me to my second change. I will work to build a new politics. The country is crying out.
Oh, I'm sick of that one already. I'm sick of that one. Build a new politics. Do a better politics. Build a new politics. Something about no more infighting that doesn't happen. Because they're all just clones of one another.
For it. We might enjoy the point scoring against others. The public don't. How can politicians point fingers when living standards are falling and politics as a whole isn't working for them? It infuriates them and makes them switch off.
Capitalism's the word you're
In
looking for,
Makerfield,
Andrew.
I
Capitalism
decided to
isn't
make a
working
break
for them.
with this.
It works for 1% or a
I
fraction
said we hadn't
of
been
one.
good enough. I told people what I would do.
Do you know that, well, I only spotted it today, but I think this week it was reported in the United States of America, the wealth of the top 1% has now overtaken the entirety of the American middle class. That's what we describe as working class in Britain. They only have a sort of two-tier description, demographic over there. But yeah, it's actually happened that 1% of people have more wealth than the rest of the entirety of the United States of America.
To fix it. You know what? People started to listen again. They gave us a fair hearing, as the great British public always do. And then another chance.
Well, I'll tell you what chance you've got. This is, you're obviously Labour's last throw of the dice, and quite a shoddy dice it is, or die, in this, in the singular. Anyway, at best, you're probably going to catch yourself a hung parliament, maybe even a three-way hung parliament, fingers crossed, with the Green Party in there. And that's it. There's going to be no Burnham to the rescue, sweeping defence of the majority. It's going to be Theresa May time. That would happen if he called a general election. That would happen if it sees through to the next scheduled general election in about 2 years or so. Between the next 2 to 3 years. And that's it. That's it. You can build a better politics until you're blue in the face, Andy.
But let's be honest, everybody. This is a last
I
chance
am being honest.
to change, and we must take it together, united.
The last chances for proper progressive change in this country were in 2017, 2019. You undermined those. You challenged Corbyn for leadership in the first place, only got a single-digit percentage in the vote. Now here he is, unopposed, acting like some great winner, some survivor of a epic political conquest of victories. Don't know how many times I can overuse the word sham.
Together.
Don't clap. Okay, Dawn, that's it. That was the final straw that broke the camel's back. I really cannot suffer seeing Dawn Butler here clapping along with this.
Tell people what we will do, rather than always going on about others. And if we do more of that,
more of
politics,
politics.
let's see if we can get the ear of the country as well, not just Makerfield. Let's take a problem-solving rather than a point-scoring approach. Let's have the courage to fix the big...
Okay, then tax the super wealthy and distribute those to fund public services, the NHS, all of the things that are in a critical condition after all of these decades and decades and decades of neoliberalism. It won't take long. Not just one-off tax. We're talking about a permanent, sustained tax on the super wealthy, the sorts that we had in, you know, the 1960s and 70s, for example. Clear-cut and genuinely economically valid solution there for you, Andy. That is your magic money tree right there.
Things that
you have but to reach out and pluck it.
Politics has neglected, like social care, and have the conviction to go out there together and argue for our plans. And let's have the self-confidence to find common ground with other parties where we can. By seeking more consensus, we may just find the change we make is more lasting. We may find our political discourse in this country.
I'm sorry. It's usually Deliver that sets me off. I have been trying to listen out.
Becomes that little bit less toxic, and we should be working to achieve that too. And the turbulence of the last decade may not quite feel as so inevitable as it does.
That look there. The classic, oh shit, I've backed the wrong horse here, haven't I? Realised not quarter of an hour into this announcement.
May not quite feel as so inevitable as it does today.
Well, there's something coming up that's been inevitable but we'll be getting onto that later.
My third change is our political direction. Yes, we will
Is it
work
going
with
up?
other parties where we can, but doing so from the clarity of knowing exactly
Going up and
where
moving
we
forward.
stand. As your leader, I will set a direction that is distinctively Labour.
Distinctively Labour. Like I said, I'm not going to expect the word socialist to come out of Burnham's mouth in this speech. Adam got somebody chuck him a tuna. Yeah. Over to the circus seals once again. There they go.
We won't try to out-green the Greens or out-reform reform or doing what we've done in the past of wearing too many Tory clothes. Let me tell you, I'm quite happy that Kemi doesn't approve of my wardrobe choices because I'm not keen on theirs either. From here, we do it differently. We win by being us. Boldly, confidently, authentically us. Labour.
Just saying Labour over and this, what does it mean? It used to mean Democratic Socialist until Blair did away with Clause 4 there. Do you want to hark back to the days of Keir Hardie? Is that what you mean? Clement Attlee? These kind of progressive governments, even Harold Wilson, maybe Keir Starmer, didn't tell you that Harold Wilson had governments, but I assure you there were. A couple of them, at least. Anyway, just saying Labour over, we're going to be so Labour. More politics, and we're just going to be so Labour, man. Oh, if I wasn't laughing, I'd be crying. This is very, very poor indeed.
That's how we win. I want people to
Being more
understand
Labour.
the thing.
More newer Labour. God, that's what's happened, isn't it? The word more has replaced the word new. And back we go. It's fucking 1994 again. Let's get ready to rock.
Behind the political direction I set, so people can see the decisions we take and the reasons why. I am clear, Britain took a series of wrong turns in the 1980s. Political power was centralised and economic power was privatised. The country surrendered control of the essentials.
Who do you
housing,
suggest we play?
water,
Thatcher!
energy, transport, and left people exposed to higher costs. That in turn led to the concentration of more wealth.
It's called privatisation. You can keep it pretty simple with this. You can literally just look into the camera and say, fuck privatisation, I'm going to nationalise everything. Hold two peace signs up in the air and people will go fucking nuts for you. But you don't do that. You spend 2 or 3 minutes essentially telling us that you're not going to nationalise a fucking thing with phrases like public control instead of public ownership and that sort of thing.
Oh, what a giveaway. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, eh? That's what I'm on about.
And power in the hands of fewer people and fewer places. Large parts of Britain were deindustrialised without the power to set new ambitions for themselves. Proud British towns, now a shadow of what they once were, and high streets in decline, so common up and down the country. Slowly, at times imperceptibly.
Says Mr. Gentrification, Mr. Business. I don't know, well, I wasn't sure if he would be bringing the term Manchesterism up in the speech. I'll wait to see if he does before I do a short, very short diatribe about that one, because I'll tell you the truth about what he means when he says Manchesterism as a Manchester-based channel. And it's almost like I'm getting sponsored every time I say the word Manchester on the stream. Can't say it too many times.
Over 4 decades, political and economic power drained away out of our communities in every region and nation of the UK. If local...
And you'll sod off from Makerfield, not do a thing about the constituency that you live in, to go and What, add some more notches onto your career?
Places don't control something as basic as a bus service. How can they connect people to opportunity and turn things around? If the sell-off of council homes leaves the country chasing rents in the private rented sector through the benefits system and paying for temporary accommodation for thousands of families as they have to do here in London and elsewhere across the country, how then will we find the money to invest in...
Andy, find me a fucking private rental in Manchester, because the wait for actual social housing is so long that many people don't even bother. Many people give up. But find me one for less than, I'll pick a round figure, say between £600 and £650 a month. If you're listening in London, that might not seem like a lot, but in terms of value for money, because that's one thing that capitalism certainly overlooks, is value. Value is completely separate from what you can charge for something, but that's another talk for another time. But there are none. So the great wizard hasn't come along, waved his fucking Manchesterism wand, and brought us all cheap rents and an abundance of social housing in Manchester. That's not to say that what Reform are saying is true. They're trying to claim that he hasn't built anything in terms of council houses. There have been some, but just like it has been on a national scale, it's been somewhat lacking in terms of target achievement or stated goals.
Prevention and improve people's lives. The truth is we can't. And if we don't have sufficient public control over the cost of the essentials, how can we have control,
there it is again,
over inflation, public spending,
and
the rest of the economy? The right used the phrase, take back control, but they are the ones who gave it away in the first place.
Ownership is the word that you are deliberately not using. And that's I think I've got away with it because I pointed into the crowd and I said it with enthusiasm. Good public ownership.
If we want an economy and a country that works for all people and places, which to me should always be at the very core of Labourism,
He's got less brains than you, Lenny.
then it requires a new path to the one we've been on for the last 40 years. The government I lead will confidently lay that path out starting next week. And that is why...
It's been 45 years now, Andy, and nothing is going to begin. Oh, did he say plan? Sorry. That he will lay out next week? I think we might have...
new path to the one we've been on for the last 40 years. The government I lead will confidently lay that path out starting next
it was path.
week. And that is why this change today is the most significant change moment in our politics for 40 years.
In our politics? Give us some fucking policies. Yeah, you're not going to let people pressurise you on who you're going to be appointing where. Can you not at least give us some figures? Even Starmer put out arbitrary figures like, we'll halve this and double, quadruple, quintuple growth, whatever bullshit they can pull out of their ass. He hasn't even done that.
It will take us to a country where life is more affordable and all people and places are lifted from where they are now. And conference, this is my fourth commitment to you. I mean it when I say all places. I will be a leader for the North, the South, the East and the West, for Scotland, Wales and for Northern Ireland.
Well, you fucking won't, because they're going to get independence. Wales and Scotland, that is. I'd like to see a united Ireland as well.
Yes, the north of England has given me so much, everything, in fact. And in return, I have sought to give it the strong...
Well, I'll tell you who's responsible for this. I'll tell you who gave us this. It's Josh Simons. That's the thing that you really have to remember. And do keep remembering that whilst Burnham is Labour leader and after he becomes Prime Minister, can't believe I'm saying it, on Monday. Do you really, in your wildest dreams, think that in a month of Sundays that Josh Simons would step aside for a socialist? Why would a neoliberal step aside if it weren't for someone who is at least not equally or more neoliberal than themselves, that can continue the values that neoliberal has, the Thatcherism, the privatisation, the favouring business, which Burnham has done in Manchester as well. He will try and blow his own trumpet about gentrification projects and whatnot. There are still beggars at every major junction, every road. And I mean that quite literally. And I'm certain that you have that in other major towns and cities where you are as well. I've certainly seen it a lot in the time I've spent in London over the last few years or so as well. It's so prevalent. And to have both, to have, and I've said this before, if you got skyscrapers soaring into the air whilst people are begging on the streets, then you've fucked up. The system doesn't work. It's clear who it benefits. I don't buy any of this shit from Burnham, not for one moment. I know that people are very desperate for change and have been for some time, but in that desperation, I think people are willing to be a bit too lenient in what they welcome in, if I can put it that way. But we're just leading to the latest chapter in further neoliberal disappointment. You have my 100% guarantee on that. You can put it in the bank. Whilst you might buy them a few percentage points in the poll, again, it's not going to see an overall win or majority at the next general election.
Biggest voice I could. That was my job. But now I do the same for everywhere. Because I see the same challenges everywhere I look. The same challenges can be found in the southwest as the northwest, or in East Anglia as the northeast. And this is the moment to speak for all parts of the country and unite people in a common cause.
Paused for applause there, but there was none. I was just thinking there, it just twigged in my mind. This is generally just a mashup of the speech that he gave in Manchester a couple of weeks ago, and Starmer singing his own praises at Wednesday's PMQs. Sorry, I said yesterday, because we did the live stream on it yesterday. That was pretty good, though, that he paused for laughs and didn't get any.
I love every part of this country. I love all the different accents, all of the different traditions.
Is that because you've got at least 3 of them yourself?
Of the football club.
Oh, sorry, that was a cheap shot.
But no, I love every part of it. But I also know they can all be more than they are. And that's what kind of drives me in politics, the kind of feeling that they should be more than they are. The feeling that kids shouldn't have to leave those places, those proud places, to get on in life. We should make them more than they are, help them take power to be more than they are. And this brings me to my 5th and final promise. We will take power back from...
You haven't made a single promise so far, but go on. What's the final one?
From Westminster and Whitehall, and give it to the place where you live.
If you're willing, people, give us a shout out where you live in the chat, and we'll see if power comes to you. Let's just pick some random places. It's as best as we can. Rill. Is power coming to Rill? What about Oswestry? Is power coming to Oswestry? What about Penryn? Is power coming to Penryn? What about Arbroath? Is power going to Arbroath? Enniskillen, specifically Enniskillen. It's in Northern Ireland, by the way. Barnsley, Lanarkshire, Scotland in general. Let's hope independence comes to Scotland. Is that where these places are going to receive power? And in what for? Just, we're going to do more politics. You're going to get more power. Seeing this as someone who's been involved in organisations that help to arrange citizens' assemblies for a while now is very weak. Because that is real citizens' power, that is real people power. I don't have the time, won't put you through the ins and outs of what a citizens' assembly is if you don't know what one is. A citizens' house, essentially, to replace the House of Lords. A lot more democratic than what we have at the moment is all that you need to know about that. And then you see this. And it's fine, you know, any old idiot can stand on a soapbox and spout bollocks. It's these people on the screen that nod and clap and smile along as though there's anything in this whatsoever, and it's not just hollow, you know, please nod along with me, I hope that I'll do, that we get from Burnham. Norwich. Is power going to Norwich? Huntingdon, sorry. Cumbria, just to the west of Lancashire, northwestish. Anyone else? But yeah, and I do mean everywhere. Okay, crack on. There's not too much longer left. Yeah, Cheech, 2 years.
More power over life's essentials so you can make them work better and more affordable for people. Just as my good friend Steve Rotherham is doing today as we are here meeting at the TUC in London. He is at a meeting, chairing a meeting of the Liverpool City Region Combined Authority, and he is presenting to that meeting a plan to put the entire Merseyrail network back in public ownership by 2028.
There it is. Oh. Was that a slip or did he mean it? He said ownership. God. Well, I assume that was a slip of the tongue.
He is presenting to that meeting a plan to put the entire Merseyrail network back in public ownership by 2028.
Just Merseyrail. Not Northern Rail. Separate. That's great, you know. That's super. It's great.
A plan to cut fares, make trains run on time, and a railway run in the interests of the passengers,
what about
not shareholders.
Yeah, what about Adele? No plan to nationalise Adele? No plan to cap 99 flakes? What sort of ridiculous... No, these are non-policies. Obviously, he hasn't even mentioned people. A single inconveniently placed hand dryer in a public lavatory. And he calls himself a politician. More like a, I don't know, a novelty candidate or something like that. Is this some sort of joke?
We want to give your area more power to build the council and social homes that you desperately need for those families I was talking about a moment ago. More power to improve your high street, backing local businesses such as the pubs and the shops that bring them to life. And make no mistake, everybody, I will be a pro-business leader of the Labour Party, as I was a pro-business...
There you have. Well, that's the only honest and direct thing that he's said in the entire thing. Yeah, he will be a pro-business. pro-gentrification, like I mentioned earlier on, type of leader. Just harking back to those examples. So, yeah. There we go. Don't you dare tax them. Ooh, they might go away.
Mayor of Greater Manchester. We turn places round together.
Please stop
and
clapping.
That is the way we ran in Manchester, and we will take to the whole country. And as part of that, more power to reindustrialise and to build an education.
I should have picked power as the word. I really can't believe he's not said plan once. Come
System
on.
based on parity between.
Unless he does like 11 in a row in the last 2 minutes or something. That's a weird freeze frame. God. Like the Joker mixed with Michael Spicer.
Academic and technical education to give every young person
That was
growing up
strange.
in different parts of the country a path in life to university or to a work placement, to apprenticeship and into a good job.
Oh, so you're going to abolish fees? Oh, that's fantastic, and I'm sure that we'll hear that with the next breath out of your mouth. On you go. Go on.
Hope for every young person is what we are going to be about.
By abolishing
And this is
fees.
it. When you add all of that together, a plan.
I've got nothing. I've got 0 plus 0 plus 0 to the power 0. And that to the power 0. Yes. There's nothing to calculate.
Plan to give people more power, to bring back the hope we have all been missing too much, and people are looking for us to deliver, and we will.
I had really hoped that with Keith out, I might get some respite from Deliver.
So, everybody,
Alas not.
you're here and you're sharing this moment with me. Thank you so much for being with me. I've had a long journey through politics.
I have had better times in my life while I've been on the toilet. Andy, sorry to make such a grotesque comparison. Who's that there? Is it Priti Patel? No, it's not Priti Patel. It's a semi-dead ringer, though. Behind the two bald fellas, that is. What's his... Oh, God. I'm not going to strain my brain at this point. Already been through too much with this.
To get to this
If you put a gun to my head.
moment, as you all know, because so many of you in here and so many others watching this on television know what they did to help me along my way and knock me into shape as they needed to do. I want to, if I may, just single out 3. I was his parliamentary private secretary in my first experience of the front bench, but he has been the truest mentor to me in the decades since, and it's just wonderful to be with you, Lord Blunkett, David, on this special day.
He's had a shave since we last saw him recently, actually. He was on Kussenberg course, spouting an absolute load of bollocks. And he's the first person that Andy Burnham wants to thank. And don't tell me that we're not going back to the Blair era even further with Burnham. Who's next? Gordon Brown? Margaret Hodge? Okay. No spoilers if you do already know who the next person he's going to thank is. But just very quickly, if you are watching directly live, throw us your guesses in the chat. I'll leave it paused there for a few seconds. Guess I'll just go through a few inserts to express and vent my feelings whilst you're doing that.
Board, 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 board.
some of you, well, Adam's in agreement with Gordon Brown. Cheech, you think it'll be Tony. It'll be Slick Tony.
Who do you suggest we play? Thatcher!
Let's see who it is.
I'd say he taught me everything I know, but no, he did. And certainly not about football. But it is wonderful to have you at this moment with me, David. Can I also say to Dame Margaret Beckett, you were a wonderful friend to me and guide throughout my
Margaret
time
Beckett.
In the cabinet.
Margaret
you
Beckett.
were always there for me to give me that nudge that I needed. And
it's getting worse.
Similarly, as with David, I am so proud, honoured that you are with us today.
Oh, really sinking in now just how dreadful this is going to be. It's really sinking in now. Oh, we're not made of decades, are we? That is, we don't have too many of them to spare. And I say that for all listeners, whatever your age, but the Labour Party certainly seem to think that we have. And we're certainly we don't have decades to spare when it comes to solving the climate crisis either. It just really irks me to see the cringy self-congratulation amongst these people and their kin. It's just so awful.
And sitting next to Margaret, for those of you...
It's going to finish with a bang. Who's it going to be? Drum roll. It's Benjamin Netanyahu. No, that's good. Who's it going to be?
Wants somebody to blame. He is the man you can hold to account. He is the man that fired up a young Andy Burnham in the northwest of England in the mid-1980s with...
It's not going to be Kinnock, is it? What? They knew it was going to be Kinnock? And that's why the camera's on him. Did this go out live? So they've told whoever's filming it who he's going to thank. And oh, just by coincidence, look, he's had a camera on him this whole time. Lord Kinnock.
Rhetoric of the kind that remains unmatched, I would say, in modern politics. It has always been something that I treasure, to get a message from him with his advice and the care and the thought he puts into those messages. They mean everything to me. I would not be standing here. I would not have joined this great party of ours in 1985.
Get on with it, Burnham.
Had it not been for the legend that is Neil Kinnock. It's absolutely brilliant.
He's an asshole too, sir. Done his mate, first class, Philip asshole.
Speaking of those debates that I mentioned that Dennis Skinner, the Beast of Bolsover, was involved with, there are also some great debates from within Labour, I think even going back as far as the 1970s that I've seen some clips of, where he's challenging Kinnock directly, does so very impressively. I think a lot of people nowadays, people who perhaps weren't around during the Kinnock era or whatever, perhaps romanticise, or at least over-romanticise his efficacy as leader. Yeah, he didn't really do much to hold Thatcher back. That's all you need to know. Didn't slash any great majorities like certain other leaders of the opposition did before they were stopped in the tracks by members of their own party. Certainly weren't and aren't now lauded and applauded like this absolute set of sycophantic circus seals. I think it's completely revolting that we've come thus far, and Andy Burnham hasn't mentioned the one person who got the most votes for Labour since Tony Blair did in 2001, as well as left with a huge surplus of £35 million and was victimised and subjected to the most horrendous underhanded scam imaginable. This, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, they, thems and comrades alike, is a fucking affront.
So many of you here who I can't name, so many watching, have helped me get here. I haven't done it alone. I haven't got everything right, and I'm sorry where I've fallen short.
You're a bloody weather vane, man.
But I have always given it my all, and I always will.
Well, and spare us the effort to make it to the Oscar nomination reel. With the emotions, we had enough of that at Keith's final PMQs, not just from Keith himself, but who was it in the audience towards the end there? That was equally sycophantic and pathetic. In fact, I hope they all clap so long and so hard that they all give themselves permanent circulation problems. Just do it off camera.
Truly, I've given this party everything I've had, but now it's done the same for me. I have listened and learned as I've gone along, you'll be pleased to know. And hopefully, I've got better as a result. You can be sure of this. I know what I believe after 25 years as an elected Labour representative. And I know what I want to do, working with you all. I have a plan.
Oh, finally.
And what I also want you to know is that I won't change.
Almost caught me off guard
I have
there.
a style. It's my style.
It's a cunning
I
plan.
will always stay close to the ground,
That's one.
close to the people. Hopefully,
We're
still
off.
in my season ticket when the new season starts.
He's going to do us some football jokes now. I'm sure we've all been looking
In
forward to
Cardiff
these.
on Tuesday. Brilliant, just to meet and chat to people as they came up to speak. I will always stay the same because I draw my strength from people. I hear things, pick up straws in the wind. As I was going about Manchester as my job as mayor, and I say to Kevin
Straws
Lee,
in the
who's
wind?
here today, and I want to
Pick up straws in the wind. It's not what I've ever heard before. Does that mean whispers?
thank Kevin, who's been
don't know.
such a staunch
Stop thanking the
supporter and
twats.
friend for me on this journey.
Stop nearly crying whilst thanking these idiots.
I would bring a little idea from Greg's or the pub or wherever, and he'd say, well, this is hardly from a think tank, what am I meant to do with this? But that's how we did it, just to be close and listen.
Comrade, solidarity. Nice to see you in chat.
And that's what I'll
And how you candle it. Solidarity for joining us as well. And you candle it. Kesha Yan.
do. I'll be out and about in August in all parts of the UK, definitely in the south, and I'm off to Gravesend later to show I'm for the south too. That's the way I've always done it, and it made me really proud recently. You might call it faint praise, but I took it as very serious praise. Someone said recently, Andy's all right. He's for us.
No, they said he's on the right.
I was so proud of that I made it my slogan in Bakerfield. I am for us, for all of us.
No, for usual neoliberal shite is what it said. Someone must have rubbed out the letters on the version you got. I don't have the original copy to put up on screen, but believe me, No, I prefer our adjusted version, Andy.
And I want people to say once again that Labour are for us. I want that to just fall off people's tongues. And we can...
Well, there's actually a comedy YouTuber who's been doing a parody of Angela Rayner for some time, using the phrase "us Labours." Yeah, and now it's gone beyond parody and come back round into reality. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of the YouTuber. It's not Noreen Skinner. It's another lady impressionist. Or is it Noreen Skinner? I'll get back to you on that one. I might be misremembering.
Can do it.
Intel Lady. Shouts, Davinia. Intel Lady, yeah. Us Labours. Maybe you prefer other Angela Rayner impressions, whatever. But check out her stuff. Yeah, she's been using the Us Labours thing for a while, taking the piss. And now Andy Burnham's using it for real.
We can be that party, the party that puts more power in people's hands, drives good growth in every postcode, and puts hope in every heart.
Is it? Yeah.
That gets
oh,
the
you got it out
pulling
first time.
Again and moves
This
beyond
time.
the divisions of recent years. All people.
He probably had it in massive letters in red ink on his script.
And all places, public and private sectors, in a new sense of unity.
These aren't going to catch on as much as For the Many, Not the Few. You're not going to get your own fucking song sang at stadiums, Burnham. That's for fucking sure. It'll just be the fucking Step to a Son theme tune.
Cause. That's my mission as your new leader, to bring back hope. I believe in all of you, and I am confident we can do it. Thank you very much, everyone.
Very cool indeed.
That was the best that they could conjure. That was the best that they could script. That was the best speech that he could give. I'm certainly not inclined to admit that I was wrong about him, and things look a lot more positive than I'd hinted at before, in any sense whatsoever. Again, it was just a mashup of the speech in Manchester with what Keir Starmer said in PMQs on Wednesday. It's another cycle, another revolution of the neoliberal wheel. And it's just got Andy Burnham's face on it this time around. That's all we're going to get. We're just going to see a different face, same policies, same difficult choices. We've heard it all. We've heard it all before, not just from Starmer. Northern Powerhouse, this kind of thing I've alluded to. You can make comparisons arcing as far back as David Cameron. So in the end, it's just more of the same.
And all this bullshit that you think is so important, you can just kiss all that goodbye.
Thanks for sharing your thoughts in chat with us. Nice to see a lively chat again this eve as we ease into the weekend here on the Brews at 10. That was quite something, wasn't it? But quite nothing at the same time. All I seem to have gained from that is a confirmation that, like Starmer, there would be a series of steps or goals or this kind of thing, and There they were. The 5 promises. It's deja vu all over again. Okay, yeah, moving on. 2 mentions of plan there, was it? By the way, for anybody keeping score. But moving on to hot seats now, a double billing. We'll start with Clacton and then sort of circularly come back to Manchester in a strange way. Yeah, because as I mentioned, if you checked out yesterday's live stream, afterwards a segment might be missing. It might have been missing from the stream because of reasons. We've had to make adjustments, so because of that, we're going to start with that again as we get into hot seats in Clacton. And then we do actually have a poll to go at pertaining to the Manchester mayoral race as well. So let's see what's happening.
Today I will resign as a Member of Parliament for Clacton-on-Sea, thereby forcing a by-election.
We got one!
So this is easy as anything as far as I'm concerned. Just adjusted a compilation video of excellent Binface memes for your pleasure and consideration, good people, as we get artistic once again here on My Left Eye. So this is version 2, of course version 1 being omitted for reasons, but I think we'll be safe this time using some previously known to be copyright free music instead. So I hope you enjoy these. Get your monocles ready, people, as we go through the gallery. Well, this is awkward. It's don't worry, it's not just the same meme hanging up there for a while. It appears to have frozen. Sorry, I just have to restart that again. Hope you like that catchy tune. Just give us a few seconds, people. Sorry about the delay. We have to open the primate enclosure once more. We seem to have rectified the situation. Yeah, it wasn't the worst one to get frozen on. Let's see that again. I just want to interject to say I'd love to see a whole Bale Tapestry's worth of these. Version 2 of the Binface memes gallery there. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks to the Agitator for the new replacement music as well. The original version messed about with it, and I sort of tethered it together and chopped it up and stuff, but shout out to the Agitator for that one. You might recognise it from the Starmer Game Show meme/scene that we used a while back of the Agitators. Agitate for Change is the account that you want on Blue Sky. Definitely recommend checking it out. So we'll hurry on through hot seats onto Manchester next, because we do have some polling to go up where that's concerned. Still nothing solid for Clacton, but I really can't wait to see the first one. I'm hoping it will be a very pleasant surprise. But as for this one, we predicted a 3-horse race. According to YouGov, it's not going to be as close a 3-horse race as we're expecting. 11% in it between the Greens and Labour, who are in the lead with 38, but look at that, they've dropped again above 20%, 25 this time around. The Greens still doing well in the ascendancy with 10%, unfortunately slightly behind the 17% rise of Reform on 24%. So the results with second votes would give Labour a hold, according to this, which I think is pretty pessimistic. I think Coggins can certainly make some progress. What do you make of this? I'd especially like to know if you are from Manchester, but whether you are or you aren't, just how optimistic are you about the Greens and Geraldine Coggins' chances now that you've seen this poll from YouGov? It's just one poll. You have to take them with a pinch of salt. How many polls for Gorton and Denton did we see that didn't even include the Greens in the conversation? And look what happened, and that was in Manchester as well. Let's stay positive, people. So that's the latest, well, it's not data, but latest opinion poll from YouGov. Jacqueline, nice to see you. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll catch up soon. Solidari-Tea. That was a fairly brief episode of Hot Seats. Of course, we'll catch up on future streams.
Okay!
Did you vote Tory?
No.
No one ever votes Tory, did they?
music's too loud. The neighbours have been complaining. You just watch your steps, Sonny.
Okay, yeah, we didn't have time to fit Plakard Powur into yesterday's stream. Not done a Plakard Powur for a while. It's just a sort of intermittent feature where we take the piss out of the right wing in general. Started off with a Plakard thing, obviously. And it's just some really telling vox pops, you know, the sort that you get. So why do you think this? And it's like, pretty much because a multimillionaire grifter said it, or because a right-wing newspaper said it. So let's see what's happening.
It's a quality item, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you a frustrated racist who's blindingly unaware of how wealthy grifters are pitting you against migrants and British-born citizens who aren't white? Do you want to pretend that you're a concerned citizen and that every legal asylum seeker is some kind of sex predator as a thinly veiled cover for your blatant far-right views?
Then do we have the campaign for you? Plakard Powur. Grab a marker, grab some cardboard, attach it to a plank of wood, and bang. You're good to go. Spelling, don't worry about that.
Punctuation? Forget it. That's for woke tranny students. Here at Plakard Powur, we welcome the illiterate. Dictionaries? Do one. Checking on a computer or phone? No thanks.
However, the words sound in your dumb fascist head. Just write them down like that, and in no time at all, you'll be spreading your message to the masses. It's easy, it's simple. Isn't that right, Captain Plakard?
You bet your bigoted arse it is. Plakard Powur. Join today.
Membership costs £79.99 per month. All transfers to be sent directly to Tommy Robinson, care of Benjamin Netanyahu, Tel Aviv, Israel.
Your Plakard Powur. Okay, what's happening? It's quality item.
I was born in this town, and being born in this town and seeing how it is now, I think it's absolutely atrocious. You know, they marry 8-year-old kids over there.
But when you say that they can marry 8-year-old kids,
I'm from here in this town, and this thing happens halfway around the world. So why are you concerned about halfway around the world?
where are you reading this from?
Well, on the internet, but you know, I've seen it. Is it in India or Pakistan that they marry kids?
You tell us, is it in India or is it in Pakistan? They hate each other, by the way. They might even kick off a nuclear war. It's that bad. He's got all the facts, he's got all the details. Clearly a highly qualified sociologist, this guy. Is it, I don't know, could you find them on a map?
But Councillor Jeffries argues that there will be a huge impact on the two surrounding villages.
Their cultures are different, especially Afghanistan. Yeah, I served there.
Are you talking about Muslim culture specifically?
Mainly. And the thing is, I'm not anti-Muslim. Do not get me wrong with that. I'm not anti-Muslim.
He's going to try the...
One of my best friends is a Muslim person.
The best friends?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, the problem is their culture is where they want things like Sharia law, and they're brought up with a different...
It's the Sharia law / Islamist thing, isn't it? Yeah. How many times do you see that on your social media, people? It's pretty pathetic as well. It's a very thin veil for the obvious racism. When they say Islamist, they just mean Muslim.
Culture.
But there's no... But you must know there's no evidence to say that asylum seekers...
And they want all our 8-year-olds to get married, do they?
want Sharia law in this country. There's no evidence. And I'm saying to you, as somebody who's the leader of a political party, surely you have a responsibility to try and dispel some of these myths because you know that they're not true.
Yeah, not racist, but it's classic. It's absolute classic, unconvincing denial.
It is causing fear.
There is fear, and the problem with the fear is...
But are you adding to it? I mean, you're saying that they want Sharia law.
These people here behind this secure enclosure with the security guards and all this and that, they're a threat to the commute. Look how they roam free and arrange what would be illegitimate marriages for 8-year-olds in the country. I know it wasn't this guy who said the thing about 8-year-olds in the country getting married. I'll grant him that at least, but it's still the usual pure old bullshit.
I'm just saying what's happened in other centres, in other places.
But we've got no evidence that in other centres asylum seekers want Sharia law. What's your evidence for that?
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any. He just thinks that the word Sharia law, or the words Sharia law, sound scary. Like Islamist is supposed to sound scary. Islamist in particular is supposed to drum up imagery of terrorism and whatnot. Very pathetic, quite pathetic. That was well, it's on the screen, Channel 4 bit there. He doesn't even know what it means. Quite correct, Alwedo. You're signing up to Shakira law immediately. Adam. Well, I don't know where you'd do that. I don't know what would be able to facilitate that for you, but excuse me, good luck nonetheless. I do need to wet my whistle. But like you say there, Davinia, yeah, you can't reason with those people. They read a falsehood once and it fits their pre-existing prejudices, and that means it's locked in. They won't let it go, even when the truth's presented to them. Yeah. The thing is as well, there has for some time been Sharia law, parts of Sharia law in UK law, as well as in other what you'd call developed or Western countries. It's the old thing, isn't it? They're teaching our children Arabic numbers in school. Yeah, that's just what we call numbers. The woke mind virus. Yeah, that must be what it is, Doc. Maybe Elon Musk was right all along. Woke mind virus. AKA just not being racist, not being prejudiced, homophobic, misogynistic, transphobic, a whole bunch of unnecessarily negative characteristics that aren't just mean and nasty for a species that's supposed to be empathetic, sympathetic, and beyond this kind of thing. That's the appropriation of the word woke. We should stop teaching the number 0. Maybe we should. Is turn my kid into a Islam a Muslimist? A Sharia Islamist? Whatever. Thanks for your feedback in the chat. Do appreciate it, as always. We also appreciate the support we get on the channel. Here's the members roster once more. Thanks for all your recent super chats, etc. as well. People who regularly buy us coffees on the Buy Me a Coffee page. Do check it out. There's a link in the description of any content on the channel. Please do give us some of our recent non-stream video content a share and a boost as well. Throw it some height points if you're watching on a mobile device. Great to see the community grow as well, and that's all down to people renewing their own memberships as well as gifting to others. That's the best way to help our little community expand. So thanks again for that, everybody. 146. As we're about to welcome in the weekend proper, I'm just checking who we're going to be raiding into when things come to a close this evening, but stay put, people. Interesting. Al Jazeera's on. Just going to check this out, because sometimes that's from May 2024. Why is that still there? That really shouldn't be classified as an upcoming stream. But I was just about to say as well, we've got a friend of the channel and also collaborateur recently, Andrew Luke, also a channel member as well. Yes, I'll redirect that as a reminder. That'll be tomorrow evening. So do check that one out. Also check out Andrew's channel if you're looking for the episode we excuse me, collaborated on. That's the first episode in series 2 of Screen Cleaner, which you'll find there. Elwido, thanks for the 10 gifted. Great to see out the stream. We're 10 gifted. Let's big up Elwido in the chat, please, everybody, and update the total now. 156. Fabulous. What a great audience we've got here on the channel. And a bullseye as well for Davinia. Oh, amazing. Nice. Excellent. That's some excellent marksmanship we've got there.
Yes! 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 Jurassic Park.
Thank you very much. About time, YouTube. Grateful as ever there, Davinia. Nice shooting once again. Elwido.
Socialists. Oh my God.
Stick around for post ending shenanigans and whatnot. Well, that's pretty much all from me, your humble host Lefty, this evening on the Brews at 10 on my left eye. I'll wish you all an excellent weekend. I'll be back with you on the Sunday live stream. Hit the notification button so you don't miss out on that one. And I shall end by saying power to the people. Free Palestine, Lebanon, Sudan and Yemen. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Don't watch the news, be the news. My left eye, I'll be seeing you soon. Have a great weekend. Good night. Solidarity.
It's what Hitler and Goering did, and it is textbook. And if you think the next time it happens, we're gonna recognize it because they're wearing scary uniforms, you're out of your damn